Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 4 for the Game Boy. In the last video, we took on Napalm Man and Stone Man, and we are now going to take on Charge Man, as well as the first part of the inevitable Wily Castle, Wily Fortress, whatever it is that comes after this, whatever it may be. Anyway, let's take on Charge Man. And while the setting may be familiar, once you get into this stage, you'll still be inside the fortress as opposed to outside once you're on top of the train. Those flashing things are spikes. Do not land on those. They will hurt you. And I thought I was going to land on the first set of those. That would have been very, very embarrassing. You shoot explosive balls. I think it's time to get rid of you. There's the bat up there. Much like the bats from Mega Man 2. And we also got a chicken robot. We can also take care of the little chicks and get power-ups out of those whenever need be. They may be P-chips, they may be weapons pickups, they may be health pickups. And there's another bat. And you give me more P-chips on top of what is already up there on screen. And those things drop bombs. And they can be very annoying. And I was hoping that I would be able to shoot that down, but sadly I could not. I'll take the extra P-chips anyway. And we got yet another bad enemy. And there's the mouse that we saw back in Crystal Man stage. They make a return here. Let's get some health. And let's get over here. And I forgot to talk about the little train metars. They will only be vulnerable when they reveal their faces, but when they reveal their face, they also charge at you and also shoot a three-way shot. Also, I want to use a ring boomerang to get this. And I want to make sure that I get this too. All of this. Okay, that wasn't exactly the best way to do that, but I still did it. Get this little energy tank fragment. I'm going to need it. And let's see here. What do I want to refill? I'll just go ahead and refill this. I really should get the... I really should go for some P-chips and whatnot, but the way I'm doing things, I probably won't be able to. And as much as I would like to be able to get extra things for my weapons energy as well as my P-chips, I have the feeling I probably won't be able to do it as well as I would like here. And there's going to be a mouse showing up, and it's too low for the lemons. And at the same time, I'm afraid to hold the button down to do the charge and do the jump because I'm afraid I might mess it up. Also, there's the Y medal just out there in the open. You do need to get it, by the way. You do need to get the Wily medals in the second half of this. I wouldn't exactly call it a half, but this whole second section of the game, I should say. It would really do some good. And speaking of things that will do some good, 2 more energy can fragments. I want to make sure I get my hands on those. And I will definitely take that. And we've got another one of these things. Fair enough. I'll still take the P-chips though, even though I can't get the weapons pickups. That's more like it. And that was a pretty cool dodge. And Charged Man's weakness is the Power Stone, which we got some stone from Stone Man. I'm not going to do that, because it's easier to just do the Mega Buster. So we're just going to use the Mega Buster. Now, Charged Man. He will charge at you. He does walk around every so often. He does shoot these little shots into the air that split into 3 and then drop down at random places. And he can also charge at you because he's Charged Man. And that's pretty much all you have to know about him. You can only hit him when he's not flashing. And you can't hit him with Power Stone while he's in the charge animation. He has to be just doing the whole standing and then walking around for you to hit him with Power Stone from like up close. Or from a distance if you know what you're doing. But you're better off just using a fully charged Mega Buster for that. And for beating Charged Man, you get the Charge Kick, which you can only perform while sliding when you have it equipped, and the Rush Jet, which allows to fly on Rush and shoot enemies. And here is a password. And I'm going to get a drink of this spring water that I flavored with little A&W flavored powder you can get like a dollar store or something, while I leave this up. Ugh. Alright. I think I've left that on for long enough. Right lab. I still don't have enough for the energy balancer. And I don't need to worry about getting another E-Tank because we're going to get another one very, very soon. How much are you? 120. So I'm going to go ahead and get the S can, which will allow us to refill everything in a pinch. And then I'm going to head down to the Wily stage. So, interestingly, instead of getting Wily, you get Ballade, who, now that I think about it, looks a little bit like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. Let's go ahead and take him on. And that's why you need the Wily medals. So you can go in here. You won't be able to get in here without them. And no sooner do we get in here that we finally get an energy can, which I do want to get my hands on. And I'll just go ahead and refill this, why not? And we're going to go ahead and equip the Mega Buster here. I'll go ahead and refill this. And also go ahead and get the P-chips here. Now these things that are slowly dragging us towards it, we could use it. You could use the first one to make our jumps a little higher, a little further, rather. But how do we turn them off? Powered up Mega Buster shot. That's exactly what you do. And sadly, they don't stay kept on. If only I could shoot that. Well, I could. Well, that's the way you're supposed to do it, but I don't see myself getting it any more than I already tried to. So let's just go ahead and take on Ballade, and what is Ballade doing? Well, he's powered up. He's decided to go super here. Obviously, you want to avoid the Ballade Cracker. Obviously, you want to avoid them, the bomb blasts and the bombs themselves. Use an energy can if you absolutely have to. Try not to run into him, and you'll take him out. I was hoping not to use an E-can there, but, well, I kind of messed that up. By beating Ballade, wait for it, you get the Ballade Cracker. It's a explosive weapon you can throw in 8 directions, which is going to prove really useful here. Why? Because we're not done yet, and this place is blowing itself up. So we want to use Ballade Cracker to blow up these missiles without hurting ourselves in the process. Thankfully, our own explosions won't hurt us. Only those of the missiles that are just sitting there spinning around and everything. And if I can give myself the means to throw into the hole and do this, I should be just fine. Now here you actually want to switch to the Mega Buster to get all this out of the way and give yourself a floor of sorts, but you also want to make sure that that's possible too. And as soon as we get out here, we're done. I had to give myself a little bit of practice with this, just to do that in one shot, but it was worth it. And we have now blown up Wily's fortress. Well, some game this was. Wait. He did it again, didn't he? Yep, he's going back into space. Well, I took a break from doing it in the third game. Surely it'll work now, says Dr. Wily. But we have now made it to the next part of the Wily Fortress for this game, and we get a password for this. And I'm going to leave this up for a few seconds more, despite the fact that there is absolutely no background music playing for this. And before you go over there, you get one last chance to buy stuff from Dr. Light's lab. Listen up, Mega Man. Wily escaped to a secret spaceship. While I modify Rush for use in outer space, you better make as many items as possible. And we only have 6 of these. I can't do anything with this. Are you finished? I can't do anything. And as soon as you leave Dr. Light's lab, you will go over to Wily's spaceship. I don't think you can go back to the stage select screen in case you need to farm P-chips or anything, but it's not like it's really going to bother me that much. And here we are. Dr. Wily's spaceship. Earth is over there. There are the stars. We're standing right here, and that's pretty much all that there is to do in this video. I did not expect to get through Ballade's part of this whole thing in one try, but, well, shows what I can do when I give myself the means to practice things for a video. And speaking of videos, in the next one, we will be going after Dr. Wily. It's not over yet, but it's getting close to being over. So join me then, why don't you? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!